Welcome to this month's edition of Portside with the Pilots. I'm your host, Jamie Hudson. Well, the academic semester at the University of Portland is over. The spring sports season has reached its peak. We have a lot to cover on this month's show, so let's get to it. Coming up, the Chiles Center floor gets a makeover and the Joe Etzel Field renovations continue with the addition of lights.
From a university standpoint, I don't think we'll ever have more construction on campus than we do right now. The Beauchamp Center tying back into Joe Etzel Field with the field and now the lights. The new pilot house in Cove for dining options. New classroom space in the Buckley Center. We go on and on. We're really making a lot of improvements in key areas that'll benefit the student experience.
Plus, we preview the NCAA Track and Field Championships, where 4 University of Portland student athletes qualified at the regionals in Austin.
There's plenty of big schools that don't get anybody to the Nationals. But for us to match our most in school history is really exciting. Those are the contemporary all-time greats.
But first, one of those qualifiers for NCAA Track and Field Nationals is Senior Sprinter Korey Thieleke. Thieleke was an energetic spark plug on the Pilots basketball team for 4 seasons. He was a prolific sprinter at West High School in Bakersfield, and when Thielke's hoops career came to an end, cross country and track head coach Rob Connor offered him a chance to compete full-time in the program. After breaking numerous personal and school records, this year the amount of success Thieleke has had in his first full season with the program comes as no surprise to his coaches.
My grandpa put me in YMCA ball in 2nd grade. And then when I was doing track, I was just like a natural runner. I didn't have any technique, but I was just good at it. Just going to those big meets and winning those big meets was man, all these kids are going to college, and I was like, well, I can do that too.
I think he always knew that maybe there'd be an opportunity later down the road. And to Corey's credit, he changed his body a lot with Coach Scott, lifting and made himself stronger, more athletic, more balanced an athlete that I think has benefited him when this opportunity did present itself again.
When he was up to his final year, I saw him walking through the dome one day, and I said, hey, Korey, how about you turn out for track this year after you're done with basketball? It's a real rare opportunity to have a talent like that fully explore his track potential.
I said, oh, can I have some time to think about it? I called my grandparents, I called my old coaches, and I said, wow, they all said you should do it. And I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. I mean, I haven't ran in 5 years, but I think I still got it.
He's been in situations where he's been in high-level competitive programs, competitive games, competitive environments, and I think that's been important for him this year in track, because when you step on the lane, ready to go, it's just you.
Coach Chad just working with me, being patient with me the whole time, and teaching me. It was like a learning experience every single day.
I don't think the success was something that is a complete shock, and I think there's more potential for it.
With more time, he keeps getting better and better. He went down to Austin, ranked 29th going into the regionals, and he ends up running a PR on the first day and then running another PR on the second day, and hits the 12th spot, which is the automatic spot to the national meet.
PR'd at a lane 9, that's my go-to lane so far. That felt good to qualify just the first day out of that lane.
He broke a school record this year that was 34 years old. So it's been a fun year. I'm happy that Chad's been able to maximize his potential, and I'm happy that Korey has worked hard to do the same.
Portland is home because I spend more time here than I did at home in Bakersfield. Before my sophomore year, I went to Bakersfield, and we had 3 weeks off, and I was probably there 4 days. I had already seen a guy get killed getting off the bus right in front of me. And then we were at the park, and these guys were just getting an argument, and they started shooting at each other, and then they started shooting towards us because we were there. I called coach. I was like, hey, I know I'm supposed to be here 3 weeks, but I gotta get back as soon as I can. And that's when I knew how strong the community here was, and the support system was just so great.
He had some tough times here, but there was something about him that was really an inner voice that always told him the difference between good for him and bad for him. I never once had a conversation where, Korey, no, you've got to toe the line here, this is good for you.
I would go to middle schools and they say, hey Korey, could you speak to the kids, just like 5-10 minute speech? And I'd give them like a snippet of my life stories, like my experiences, and then pass on like knowledge to them.
I was not going to college like if it wasn't for sports. I did not have, like, my family did not have the money. I was either going to be in the streets doing something that I wasn't supposed to be doing, but I just kept a positive mindset.
When he first stepped on campus, had a charisma, a spark in his eye that was always there, and you always recognized it, and you knew he could have an impact on people. He enjoyed people and had some energy.
I just want to work with kids and youth, hopefully foster youth too, because I know how that goes and everything. I don't like tell them, yeah, I did this and this and this, but I'd like do say, hey, I graduated college, I was a two-sport athlete. You can do that too, as long as you keep your head right. I like doing that every day.
Well, Korey Thieleke is having a breakout season on the track. The court that he spent the last 4 seasons on was resurfaced a few weeks ago. The new sleek design was modeled after several NBA courts, including the Brooklyn Nets Barclays Center. Highlights include the addition of the wheel logo and a darker, sharper surface, and the Pilot coaches and student athletes can't wait to get back on the floor. As a continuation of the brand refresh done with Nike last year, the University of Portland Chiles Center court was updated last month. The new design includes the addition of the secondary wheel logo, a black outline around the court, and a darker surface.
The first thing we started with was the black. We thought the black was a natural, now that is an accent color.
A darker looking floor is something that we had toyed around with. Seeing the New Jersey Nets Barclays Center floor, decided that type of treatment would work really well with the color scheme we have now.
It also has premium feel and look. We're a basketball program. We want to help players be the best they can be, and I think the new court really represents that.
I thought it was also important, since we hadn't made a change in a while. We're doing great work with live video streaming of all our events, in addition to existing TV agreements, and really feel these colors are going to show up well under the TV lights.
It creates a new environment for the players. I think they'll be excited about it.
Coming up on Portside with the Pilots, a preview of the NCAA Track and Field Championships in Eugene.
It's always such a blessing to get to even go, and then to make the next round is even more exciting, and you never take opportunities like that for granted. I'm really excited. I feel really lucky to have made it through, because I definitely wasn't having my best day, but it's exciting to go.